constantly changing people that work out with us, so you see different people in different age groups as they go through the system, they go through the belts, and to show that everybody can do this. We have Dina, we have Racine, and we have Clark. All these people have been training different lengths of time. Dina's been training
since December 1994.
1 year. Racine's been training
5 years.
5 years, and Clark's been training
Almost 20 now.
20 years, okay. And I've been training 28 years. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about your stance. All you have to do is be sideways like you're fencing. You want to be a small target so you don't give a person much to hit. Your foot, your lead foot is not to the side, it's not to the front, it's at a 45-degree angle. The reason being in martial arts, you can take kicks to the legs, and you want that leg to be able to move, and if you don't move it, you want that knee to be able to give. And your hands are only in two positions. They're both in front of you. They're either right underneath the eyes, and they never go any lower than the chin. They're protecting your face, and your arms are protecting your body. So you're not giving that much a target to hit. Okay, and the first thing we do is we start right off some kicks. The first kick we're going to do is the easiest kick to do. It's called the back leg front kick. I'm going to do it once for you, show you what it looks like. I load, I pull my toes back, and I hit with the ball of my foot. Whenever I throw a technique, I want to exhale through my nose. Now, we're all going to do it for you together, and we're going to throw two of them. Here we go. Load and throw. Notice they're breathing. They're breathing through their nose and keeping the mouth shut so they don't get their jaw broke. Load and throw. Okay, now, movement. We'll work on this as we go through the show. This comes from jump rope. This is the basic movement every fighter uses so that you can be quick going forward and going back. We're going to do 5 of these together so that you can practice them out there at home. Here we go. 1, 2. Make sure you pull those toes back. Breathe through your nose. 3, 4, and 5. Good. You can relax out there and shake it out just a little bit. Okay, the next thing we do is we're going to do a lead leg front kick. A boxer has to plan himself strong. If he doesn't have a strong stance, he can't hit you hard. And he bases everything off of his lead hand, his jab. In the martial arts, in karate especially, we have to base everything off the lead leg. Because anytime this man throws his lead hand, your leg will outreach him and you can have the advantage on him and keep him off of you. So this kick here is sort of like the other kick. First, I'll do it one time slow for you. I point in that direction I'm going to throw it. Then I pull my toes back and I fire that kick out. We're going to do it to you for you 3 times slow together, all of us. Here we go. Load and throw. Good. One more time. Load and throw. Load and throw. Good. Now, everybody out there in homeland, I want you to do this kick with me. We're going to do that kick, and when you do that kick, one thing's important. This rear foot sort of slides forward for you, so you go forward when you do that technique. So as you throw this, that back leg goes forward, so you close the gap. Here we go. Let's do 5 of them together. Movement. 1. Notice everybody keeps their hands up. 2. The more they're in your way, the more they're in his way from hitting you in the face. 3. 4. And 5.
Guys, that kick gets most of its power from the snap right at the end of the move.
Okay, so you want to snap it like Sensei Clark's saying, right at the end of the knee, and that's where the power comes as you're putting your weight going forward.
Yes.
As far as we're concerned in the martial arts, force is mass times acceleration, so you want to throw it quickly and you want to put your weight into it. Okay, the next thing we want to do, because today's lesson is on balance, is we want to go back to our hands now so that we balance everything out. So the first thing we do is we're going to do a jab. When you throw a jab, it's with your lead hand. It goes straight out, it's slightly inclined so that he can't hit your jaw. Your jaw is very vulnerable. And you want this other hand right in front of you. It goes straight out, and you have to close that distance between you and your opponent, which we call the gap. So when we do this, as you fire this technique, you go forward, and you throw the technique just like that, and then as quickly as you go out with it, you bring it back. What I want you to do is throw your techniques like 95% extension, and then pull them back. Let's do 3 slow speed together. Step and jab. Good, and back. Notice we're protecting ourselves with this back hand. Step and jab. Come back.
Make sure you keep your chin tucked into your shoulder as well.
That shoulder's got to cover your jaw so you don't get hit. This one covers the front. Step and jab. Okay, good. Let's do 5 of them together, guys. Movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Relax, you shake that out a little bit. Okay, now this next technique we're going to throw is a straight right hand. You have to be a little bit careful of this because you're going for it before you throw anything. And one of our rules is we always want a weapon in front of us before we throw a technique. So I must have hit this person quite a bit, so he doesn't want to get hit. He starts to go back whenever I move forward. So this technique looks like this. I step forward, I throw that straight right hand out. It's like Dina said a while ago, this hand here is protecting my chin, this shoulder is protecting my shoulder, my jaw, and I come back. Step, straight right, and back. Let's do it 3 times slow together, guys. Step, right, and back. Step, right, and back. Make it a straight right. Step, straight right, and back. Okay, let's do it together 5 times, putting good power and speed out there in TV land. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, relax, shake it out. Okay, one of the things that we constantly do is we get water. One of the reasons being that is, for every pound of body weight you lose, you sweat out, you lose 10% of your condition. If you train your body early to take in water on a regular basis, and train as a professional fighter with 2 and 3 minute rounds, you can actually add back some body weight so that at the end of the 10th round or after 30, 40 minutes of training, you have 10% more conditioning than everybody else. So we're going to take a quick water break right here. We get out of commercials right in here now, Ron. Whenever we do a water break, see a sip and they do the goes to commercial.
A high-paying commercial?
Bottled water.
Should bring it to for 30 seconds. Oh, I like bottled water.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to go to the flip kick. Everything we try to do in the martial arts, we're trying to lead off the lead leg as much as possible because that's the technique that can get us in the least trouble than anything else. With this flip kick, it looks like this. One time we load it here, and then as I throw this foot out, that foot on the ground stays right there. At home, since you're not used to being stretched out, we're just going to throw it right at belt level. We load it, and we throw it right out. Now notice again, we've got to close that gap between us and our opponent. Let me demonstrate the gap. Since they Clark would get in the fighting stance, we are 1 step away. If he puts that hand out, he can't hit me unless he slides forward. If he throws the other hand, he can't. If he puts that lead leg up, it won't reach. Now his back leg front kick we learned a while ago, that can hit me, so I have to move when I see whatever he's going to throw. So the whole secret to fighting is to control this gap. So when he goes hit me, if anything, I move away. He can't hit me. That's the whole secret to fighting. Okay. With this flip kick, if you don't move from me for a second, sir. When I load this right here, I've got to drag this rear leg so that it covers enough distance that I can hit him. Okay, so when we do this kick, we want this rear foot to slide out so we can kick our opponent. Us? Okay, let's try this again. Let's do it 3 times slow out there in TV land together. Load your kick and throw. Let's just throw it right above your belt. Load and throw. In about 3 or 4 weeks, we'll work on throwing it to your chin. Load and throw. Okay, everybody out there at home, I'm going to do the count. Let's do 5 of them together. Now we're going to do movement. Yes, sir. 1.
Remember to pull back your toes and follow the target.
Very important. If you don't pull back your toes, you'll get them broke. So pull them back. 2. 3.
Guys, just like with the lead leg front kick, all the power is going to be with the snap with the leg in the kick.
Us. 4. Us is the term that we use in the martial arts. It means like, okay, I understand. And 5. Good. Relax and shake that out. Okay. Okay, that's the techniques that we learned today. Now we're going to do the thing that really balances our techniques out, is mixing the hands with the feet. What you're doing is when you have to defend yourself, and karate is based on defense. Everything you do in karate is based on defense. Boxing is based on offense. Get there with the Moses. Karate is a defensive art. We never start a confrontation. We only defend ourselves. We teach in Blackhawk Karate that we always take up for others who are weaker too. So we try to do that in our martial arts. We never start a confrontation. And all karate is based on defense. Okay, so what we're going to do now is when we're going offensive technique, we have to take the initiative. We're going to give him so many techniques, come from so many angles, that it's impossible for him not to get hit. And the first thing we're going to do is called a combination. We're going to do a lead leg front kick, which is going to drop his guard and make him concentrate there. Then we're going to throw a jab, which is over to the left-hand side, and then we're going to throw a right, which is going to be a little bit to his right. So what he's got to do is he's got to cover too many angles, and something should get through. Let's try again 3 times, slow it home together.
Yes, sir.
Lead leg front kick, jab, straight right. Good, coming back.
Guys, 3 steps forward, always 3 steps back.
Good point. Notice that we're doing 3 steps forward. If you've got somebody like Sugar Ray in front of you, he's going to move every time you throw something. We'll work on circles and angles and everything later, but we're doing 3 steps forward. This is one of the problems that most people do with karate, is they practice in the karate studio. Well, who's going to stand there and let you hit them like that? Every time you move, you must go forward. So we're practicing for the most efficient fighter, so that it's easier to go boom, and then not take any more steps to hit him. We can always do that, but it's hard to cover 3 moves. Here we go again. We'll go back with the count of 1. 1. Notice we put our hands up to protect ourselves when we finish, because if that guy's tough, what's he going to do, guys?
Come right back.
Coming right back. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Good, and relax. Now what we're going to do is something that we use in the training all the time. We're all going to get our pulse. We're going to walk over to the clock. We'll need to have a clock in the studio that they can see we can walk over to. You're going to find your carotid, and you're going to count how many times your heart beats in 6 seconds.
170,
60.
sir.
Mine is 170 because I'm talking. We count how many, she counted 170. That means her heart beat 17 times in that 6 seconds, and she puts a 0 on there. You said 160? 160. His heart beat 16 times in that 6 seconds, and he put a 0 on there. That gives an idea of where we're working at aerobically. The thing that you're getting with your karate is you're getting 2 for the price of 1. You're getting a cardiovascular workout, and you're learning how to defend yourself.
Yes.
That's very important. You don't get that in anything else. You're getting a cardiovascular workout, you're staying slim and trim, you're working on your muscles, you're looking good, but you're able to defend yourself too. So that's something that we have that's unique that nobody else can do. Okay. Next combination we're going to do, this is for somebody who's a mover, like Sugar Ray Leonard or Cornell Whitaker, someone like that, who moves quite a bit. We're going to throw that flip kick, boom, and then we'll throw a double jab, boom, boom. We're just setting him up. If he's there at the end, we'll always put a right hand behind it or back leg kick or something. So in this technique, we'll throw a lead leg flip kick, double jab. Let's do it twice slow together, guys. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
Flip kick, jab, and jab. Shuffle back. Remember, 95% extension on that punch. Don't go all the way yet. We'll teach you how to do different punches as we go along. Again, slow. Flip kick, jab, jab. Check yourself as you're going back, and we'll call what we're doing is going back. It's called shuffle. Okay, let's do it together 5 times slow. So you guys work with us out there in TV land. Here we go. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Okay, first thing we do now is we get our pulses. Everybody's going to say their pulse out loud. Then we'll get some water.
$170, sir.
170.
170.
Okay, we're going to drink water. Okay, what we're going to do now, guys, is you're going to do your workout now. We're going to do everything that we just did. Do it 10 times. You're going to get your pulse up there real high. And we're gonna do push-ups and sit-ups. We'll lead you through. In between each one of those, you're gonna get a heck of a workout now, maybe one of the best workouts you ever got, until each week we'll get better and better. And now is when we go to some music. This is the type of music we're gonna need. Okay, the first technique we're going to do is the back leg front kick 10 times. You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Make sure those hands stay in the picture.
Sir.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Relax your out for a second. 10 push-ups on your knuckles. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Remember, lean leg front kicks are next one. Here we go. 1. Pick up the count, Clark.
Sir.
2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Now, anytime out at home, you need to take a break. Do it. Join us back. Maybe when you're back.
Our pulse gets up, we start to keep counting.
Okay, what we're going to do this time, we're going to just work the upper abdominal. You're focused on that right here. All you have to do is do your short legs off the floor, squeeze it, come back down. Tina, you have to count.
1, 2, 3,
Squeeze, squeeze, you got it at home. 1, 2. Pick up the count, Dina.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
abdominals in here, and you'll obliques a little bit. You go right to left.
Yes, sir.
Up, you got 10.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Good. Yeah. Now we're going to the flip kick again. Waist tight, chin up. Movement. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Keep your hands up for all the movement.
7,
so you can snap that when you're there.
8, 9, 10. Good, shake it out. Okay, this time we're gonna do a push-up and your hands are straight ahead and I want them right underneath your chest muscles. Here we go.
If you have any back problems or you're having any problems and stuff, hands sit on your knees. Front of your knees.
Okay, hands together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, good.
All right.
Okay. Now, the combinations, which are real hard to fight. First combination, lead leg front kick, 1-2 punch. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
1,
Always keep your hands all the way back.
2,
Very good.
3, 4, 5. Notice the breathing. 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that aerobic enough for you there, Ron? You aerobic enough? 10. Now here. And shake it out. Okay, let's go sit ups one more time.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to do a regular crunch this time. What I want is your hands across your chest. Your elbows are going to go to your knees, and when you touch them, you roll your abdominals together and squeeze. Nice, easy count till you get abdominal workout. Here we go. 1. Always have your feet underneath you when you do your sit-ups. 2. If it hurts your back, if you don't, and you're not working your abdominals, you're working your back. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right. Okay. Have we done the flip kick double jab yet? Last one for the series, guys. Flip kick, double jab. Here we go. 10 times. 1. Then we're going to give you a little bit of a break. 2. 3. 4. 5. Pick up the count, Clark. 6. 7. 8.
Last one. 10.
All right, guys, shake it out.
Woo.
Okay. We're gonna get a quick drink of water. We'll come back and jump it.
What?
Okay, now we're gonna do jump rope. This is of prime importance to develop your foot. Every fighter in the world uses the jump rope. And what you're looking to do with this is the fighter's footwork. And what that is, it's like you're jogging, one foot on the ground at a time. Just like that right there. And that is what all fighters use in the ring. That's their footwork. That way, as you learn more techniques, if he comes at me, my weight's on his leg, his back legs, then I stop him with a kick. If my weight's here on his front leg when he comes at me, I push off to get away from him. So it gives me two different choices. With this jump rope, it must be sized correctly. The correct size is when your feet are together and you step, it should go underneath your arms. These are adjustable ropes I have. You pop the end out, you can make it work. Plastic, and you can undo the end of it, take out or add plastic as you need. All right, when you're doing this jump rope, if you don't have one at home, pretend you have one, because all you're looking for is this footwork right here. Nice, easy rhythm for now. Set develop your footwork in martial arts. We'll do several different things. This is the king of aerobic workout. Jump rope in 10 minutes is equivalent to running for 30.
As you can see, we're all breaking sweat already.
Yeah.
Fun.
I made sure this was tough enough for Ryan so it would be aerobic. All right, here we go. Nice, easy pace, and begin. One foot at a time, that's what you're looking for. When you miss, don't worry about it, just pick your rope back up and do it. As we progress through this series, we'll teach you all types of ways to do this jump rope. All types. You can spend 10 hours doing different jump rope techniques alone.
If you have problems picking up this pace, begin by doing the shuffle and then add the rope. That might help you.
Guys, the whole jump rope, it all revolves around rhythm. And as you'll see as we go on through mini-series, all of our fighting, all of our combinations, all of our techniques, all revolve around rhythm as well, so it's a very vital part.
This is a good warm-up, using this before you start your exercises too, as a warm-up. Gets the body, blood pumping through the whole body. Okay, some other things we can do with this is if I put it in one hand, and we twist to the side, and we're working on that same footwork. And we switch hands. We switch back again. We do what's called a figure eight. When you get comfortable with this, you can put both hands on the rope, open it up, go right back in and get your hooks. Again, all we're really interested in is this movement right here. All right, 15 more seconds. You guys can go ahead and get fancy a little bit if you want to. People out there. Hey, I tell you. Just to get fancy from this. Okay, good. Time. All right, quick drink of water. And move on. I'm sorry.
I could surely never know that what you say is true.
Was that aerobic enough so far, Ron?
Pardon me?
Was that aerobic enough?
It was.
Okay.
It was. You got me admitting. Ron's sweating over here.
All he needs to do is get out here.
I guarantee people going at home with us would have one heck of a time. Okay. Okay, now we want to go to the part of karate that we work on some of our defensive moves. Because again, it's based on
Defense.
defense. Everything karate is based on defense. You want to keep that person from hitting you. Remember what we talked about before, that there's one step between us and our opponent. We want to try to keep that at all times. When they move forward, what do?
Move back.
We move back. All right, now, the one zone right here where my elbow goes to my head, if anything comes here, I don't care if it's a punch or kick, all I do is open my hand and I'm going to go 4 inches to take it away. That makes that technique power missing. So if Clark was throwing, we'll get in front of the camera here, he was throwing this punch at me right here, all I need to do is take this punch 4 inches and it will go past me no matter what. So anything that comes in this zone, he throws that left, he throws the right, he throws the lead leg front kick, anything comes there, I just knock it to that side, okay? That's called a middle inside par. So all we're going to do at home is we're all going to take a step back, imagine a punch coming here, knock it to the side. Now, don't go more than about 4 inches. If you go 8 inches, you're open. Bust. So you'll be able to come right back to that hand. All right, movement. On my count, we'll move away. We'll do this 4 times. The middle inside par. 1. And you don't have to exhale when you do that technique because there's no power in it, but it's a habit. 2. 3. And 4. Good, okay. The next technique we're going to do is the middle outside part. Anything that comes to this side of my body, all I do is take this hand, open it up again to give myself extra reach, knock it to the side. Notice what else I'm doing too is I'm moving my body away from the target. So when I do it inside, I move away, par, just slightly. It gives me just a little bit. So this, again, as you step back, middle outside part. Let's do it together slow.
Yes, sir.
Like that. Here we go. 1 and 2. Okay, now at home we're going to do movement, and we'll do it 4 times together. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, well let's go back to demonstrate this again to the camera. Let's take a part here. If he throws this jab on that side of my body, that's all I do. If he throws that right hand, that's all I do. Notice we're stepping each time I get jab. All right, good jab, right hand. I step away and I parry that technique, okay? That's what we do.
Guys, notice how he's seeing the move come to him, then he's parring. Don't just use it as a fly swatter, it's totally useless. See the move, watch it, then parry. Just changing directions, all you're doing.
And that brings up a good Native American lesson. In Native Americans, we're taught never to give eye contact to anyone or to animals, because as an Indian, the animals know that you're a predator if you're giving them eye contact, and they look at you as an aggressor. So we never do that. And of course, we know to live in the white society, if we don't give eye contact, it makes people think we're scared of them, we're intimidated. If you know this, Indians from reservations, they always look down because they're raised in a traditional way. Us urban Indians my grandfather taught me all the traditional ways, but I also know how I have to exist in the white world. So we do give eye contact there, but when I'm with other Indians and I'm more in a traditional Indian atmosphere, we don't. And that applies to karate too. In karate, you never look in the eyes. And almost everybody I know in the martial arts, they think you look in the eyes. You do not look in the eyes. You look in the solar plexus just like a Native American. You look there, that way you're seeing everything. So you can pick up all peripheral vision. You're picking up all their motions. So you don't care if he throws a punch or kick or whatever, you're picking up. Football teaches you where? Don't look at the head. Look at the numbers. You're never going to type back. You look at his head. A lot of karate people teach look at the head. That's the last place you look. The only time you look at the head is if you hit the guy 3 or 4 good times and he moves away. You look, oh yeah, I'm doing damage. I like that. That's good. That's the only time we look him in the face. Okay, so we're looking at solar plexus. We're picking all around peripheral vision. And we're doing a new technique. We just did middle inside, middle outside. Now we're going to do a kick parry. For the kick parry, anything that's coming in this region, I want to step away so the technique is not going to hit me anyhow. But I'll take my hand down and I'll slap that foot. All I'm trying to do is mess up his balance so he can't throw a multiple kick. If I don't mess up his balance, he can sit there and keep kicking me, and I don't want him to be able to do that. If I can throw his balance off, then he can't throw that leg. He can only throw hands. So I go boom, bring the hand back up. So this will look like this. Since they far, it's sort of like an angle right there. If he threw a back leg front kick, I move away, just slap it so he can't throw a double kick. If he throws
George, what time?
lead leg front kick, boom. And then the other kick that we learned tonight, a flip kick. I let it almost go out and then throw it off. Thus, okay, that's what we're doing. When we throw that technique, we'll step back and drop the hand. We'll do it twice slow so you can pick it up there at home. Here we go. Step back, drop your hand down, block the technique. Step back, block. Remember, that step is the whole key. You're out of reach of that technique. 4 times together and dancing.
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, good. Relax. Okay. Now we're going to what we call three-step sparring. And we'll let you guys all get your gloves on. And we'll let Christina and Dina show you the first technique. When I timed this the other times, it was 40 minutes. We forgot to time it this time, I think.
I'm worn out, I don't know if I can take anymore.
Oh, okay. We're just about done. Okay, now if you're at home and you have a partner, if you have some safety gear, put it on. If you don't, be real careful that you don't hurt each other. If there's nobody at home, when Dina's doing whatever Dina's doing, I want you to do. If she's offense, you're offense. If you're defense, defense. You do this at home. If I have an opponent, it works good. When we go to Sensei Clark and me, you do what I'm doing. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is Dina's going to be offense. She's going to do the first combination that you learned tonight. She's going to throw a lead leg front kick and then a jab straight right.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Here we go. Whenever you're ready. Notice Marcina's moving away, keeping that step, parring the moves.
Spotting each move before she parts it. Good. Good.
Okay, now we're going to switch. Again, if you're at home and you're alone, you can be doing what Dina's doing. She's going to be defense. Marcina's going to throw the same technique. Lead leg front kick, 1, 2. Dina's going to practice defense. You practice at home. Go ahead, guys.
Guys, three-step sparring isn't as much for the offensive person to practice as it is for the
Yeah,
defensive
guys.
person to practice. It's mainly set up so the defensive person gets used to seeing the moves come from and gets used to sparring.
Now, good. Relax. If you'll notice there, when the purple belt wanted to throw her stuff, she got close. But when it was time for black belt, she wanted to go deeper. That's one of the things everybody tries to do. You always want to keep one step away. Because as we get more and more advanced, we're going to teach you how to counter. And that throws the other person's stuff up. And if you're not close enough, you can't counter. Okay, now Sensei Clark and I will do the other technique, and I'll let him throw the first one. And the first technique is a flip kick, jab, jab. Flip kick, double jab. So if you're at home, you're playing defense with me. We're going to par the kick, par the jabs. Whenever you're ready. Notice how close I'm staying, so once we get more advanced, I can hit him back at any time I want to, because I'm keeping that gap just close enough where I can take a short step and I can hit him back.
It also makes it more realistic for me than him just running away. Real fighter would stay there.
And one more time.
So,
I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's switch around so they can see this right here. Your offense still.
I'm offense still.
Mm-hmm. Camera can pick up better what I'm doing.
Yes, you're right.
Good, now let's switch back around and I'll be offense. Flip kick, double jab, and he throws his stuff. Notice that his right hand is ready to throw back in. We're fighting for real. He'd be coming back that right hand, so I'd have to be a lot more aggressive.
Just throwing that flip kick so fast, it's hard for me to almost pick it up.
Okay, good, good. Okay. So you're seeing now how what we learned earlier in our practice, we learned the basic dynamics of how to throw the technique. Then we did an aerobic workout to get in shape, because if you're not cardiovascularly in shape, you can't do that. And you're toning up your muscles. And now you can see how it applies to defending yourself. I want to thank you for your time. We've had a good time being with you. We look forward to seeing you next lesson. Say bye, guys. Bye-bye, guys. Have a good time. What do you guys think? Like it?
Yeah.
And I'll get into more, I'll break down the muscles, what muscles work, because a lot of the women don't understand how we tone them up. These kicks, your hips and your waist and your butt, just all gets tight. Heel buns. Heel buns. And we'll break everything down. It takes me one day apart for what you get across. And then one day the practice in there and say, oh, why did you do this? Then we're ready to film right now. We're fine on as long as you got your stuff. the aerobic part. And the reason I did that is because we were so scared I wasn't going to do it, so I wanted to show you how, you know, we were tougher than we did it, and we didn't want to work together. Yeah, we can tone it way down, no problem. I can go any kind of way, but I know you were still not being aerobic enough to thinking about throwing with your static stance. So I made this so I know you'd be happy with it.
See the bag roll over
This, when you finish doing this, you can have both at 2 points. One round. There's very few people in the whole world that can do more than 3 rounds without training. You can bring in a marathon run, we can run 26 miles, 500 miles, and not do 2 rounds and back instead. Because you're using completely different muscles and you're using different work.
And I am a testimony that this guy took me to 11 rounds. So.
Unfortunately, kids today face all kinds of dangers in life. Some of them, we're not talking about chicken burgers here, some of them may require them to defend themselves. Martial arts expert Blackhawk Walters teaches kids the art of self-defense.
How you doing?
Yeah, and he teaches them on Blackhawk Warriors, on Fit TV's Blackhawk Warriors, I should say, and he's here today to show us some of his techniques. And the famous line is, "I'd like to learn your technique."
I can teach you.
Show me some of your technique.
Before you actually teach us some of the techniques, what is the psychology of the playground? What does that mean?
Well, basically, when we do the martial arts, we teach the children a way of life, how to be the best that you can be, how to set goals to accomplish things that you wouldn't naturally accomplish if you didn't do the martial arts. Just by learning how to earn their belts, they just go on and on with the careers, become more than they could be.
Well, that's great. That's
What's a good
really
age
great.
to start your kids doing karate?
Actually, good age is 4 and 5 years old, but I've had some children come in at 2 and a half, and I put them through a little test, and if they love the martial arts and they really pay attention, I'll actually start them at 2 and a half years old.
Well, now, how do you teach kids to use karate at an age in school? You know, kids are bringing guns to school. I mean, how do you deal with that?
Well, that's one of the things that I'm hoping with Fit TV that I'm going to be able to accomplish. I'm hoping, because a lot of people, due to their economic means, can't study the martial arts. And so now we're going to be on TV and it's free. And what I'm hoping to accomplish is those kids that didn't learn karate, I'm hoping to teach them about morals and virtues, how to walk the right path, so that there won't be any kids pulling guns on the school ground.
So that's much more than just martial arts you're talking about.
Absolutely, Chuck.
Yeah, that's great. That's terrific. Who are all these folks with you here?
These are some of my karate students. This is Keith back here. Keith is 16. This is Mary Ellen. She's 11. This is Ann. She's 13. And this is Mason, my wife. She's 24.
Oh, is this your wife?
This is my wife,
Oh, that's
yes.
great. And is she
And
good? Is
these
she a
are
black
all
belt?
the same family, and I teach their little brother and their father.
She's a purple belt. I would
Yeah.
expect you to be a black belt, Mason. I don't know why. I'm a little disappointed.
What's the next step up from purple? Blue? Anybody
How
blue?
many colors do you have to go through? And then there are different levels in the color, right?
That's correct. The different styles have different one. I have 12 levels because I like to award the children, and everyone studies martial arts, like every 6 to 8 weeks, so they feel like they're always constantly improving.
Yeah. Is there more to Blackhawk's martial arts than just what you described?
Absolutely. Part of what I do is I teach them Native American philosophy, and I teach them the way we do it as Native Americans, and part of that is we tell stories so that the children can understand and remember the lessons we're teaching them.
Well, that's a good
Can you
idea.
give us a little demo?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
I like this idea, don't
I
you?
do too. Do we,
Yeah.
you know, but the only
We
problem
should
is we
stand
can't
up.
get
Before we
up.
go to the
can't get
demo-
up. Chuck and I can't get up.
Before we get to the demo, there's something I need to do. I was
What?
watching the other day, and Woody was making fun of you for your Naturally Stoned album, and they
Yeah.
were making fun of your beads.
Right.
So I made you Native American beads, and I dare anyone to make fun of your beads now.
Thank you. Yes. Make fun of him now, Woody. Go ahead.
No
way. Stick Blackhawk on you.
Oh, this is beautiful.
And I thought about each one of you in the colors.
Wow.
So let me ask you, how does this look? Hey, guys.
Perfect.
Yeah, right.
Perfect.
Thank you.
You're
so
welcome. You're
much.
welcome.
Nice of you.
All right, so let's have
One
our...
of these things. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, I'll work on that the next time you bring me back. Okay, yes, yes.
I definitely need an earring, no question.
Okay.
Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Blackhawk
Okay, everybody up
and his
position.
Warriors.
Haigodashi, yeah. Salute. Karate is my weapon. I study the way of the hawk on the good road and the way of the Creator. Okay, with Blackhawk Warriors, what I'm doing is I'm teaching the martial arts so anybody can do it. So I break the techniques down so everybody can understand them. So if you're watching what I'm doing and you want to practice them, go along with us. Here we go. First thing I'm going to do, everybody in a strong side stance.
Yes, sir.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you an easy combination that every boxer in the world uses, a jab, straight, right. But I'm going to tell you some things about it most people don't understand. When you throw this jab, you want your punch to be slightly inclined. That way, if you throw it straight, they can punch back over the top of you. The other thing you want to do is this corkscrew motion when you throw the technique, and focus just with your two knuckles. If you hit with your whole fist, as most people do, you take away a lot of your power. If you cut it down just to these two knuckles, much more power in what you're doing. So the first thing you have to do is you have to take a step to close the gap, and you throw the jab. Notice I exhaled through my nose. When you do that, it puts more power in what you're doing. This shoulder must cover your jaw. If anyone hits you in the jawline, it's easy for them to knock you out. So you always protect your jaw. The other thing, there's always a blocking hand between me and my opponent. So the first move is a step and jab, and then the next move I take another step and I throw a right hand. Same rules again. Corkscrew motion, punch slightly up, shoulder covers the jaw, a hand between me and my opponent. Let's try it 4 times together at home. You ready, Warriors?
Yes, sir.
Okay, step and jab, straight right. Here we go. I'll break it down. Step and jab, straight right. Good. Notice they're breathing through their nose. Step and jab, straight right. Again. Step and jab, straight right. One more time. Step and jab, straight right. Okay. And the other thing it does by exhaling through your nose, if you've ever been hit and the wind knocked out of you, it's because you had the wind in your lungs. What you want to do is exhale on everything you're doing. Then when someone hits you, it's impossible to get the wind knocked out because it doesn't force that diaphragm to defibrillate. Okay, the next technique we want to do on that is a karate technique, and it's a backspin side kick. It's real good. Let me show you. All I'm going to do is pick up my back foot, and then I'm going to spin around, and then I'm going to focus with the heel of my foot and snap that foot out just like that right there. Watch again, one more time. Pick, spin, kick. I want to shoot that right underneath my opponent's elbow and catch his rib. If I catch it right, I can break it. And if I hit him in the solar plexus, I can knock the wind out of him. Again, pick up, spin, kick. Let's try it together at home. You ready, Warriors?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Back spin and kick. Good. Exhale through your nose at the point of impact. Again, back up and spin. Try this at home. Pick up, spin. One more time. Pick up, spin. Okay, now let's put those 3 moves together, and we're throwing a combination, and that's what really works for you. You're throwing 2 punches to the face, and then a kick comes to the body. I will teach you how to keep that from happening to you, okay? Okay, here we go. Step and jab, straight right, backspin side kick. Boom. Good. Shuffle back. Step and jab, straight right, backspin side kick. 2 more times. Step and jab, straight right, backspin side kick. Good. Let me do that one more time on a pad for you, and we'll call it quits here. But I want you to see the impact of what we're doing. You guys give me a line. Let's throw one time for the people at home. 2 punches here, backspin side kick here. Good kick. See that? Knock me back, and he weighs 140 pounds. Good. Sink that kick in.
On Fit TV, by the way.
That's right.
And we want to thank him for showing up. And I appreciate the fact that he has a situation where his wife calls him sir all the time.
Oh, brother.
When we come back, Carey Brothers is going to show us how to make a Christmas tree shelf. Thank you, Blackhawk.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
At a service merchandise store.
Hey kids, it's time for a heart-pumping martial arts workout next on Blackhawk Warriors, right here on Fit TV.
Blackhawk, here are the berries you asked us to get.
Thank you, Ebony.
Why do you make paint like that instead of buying it at the store?
There is power in doing things the old way. She will mean so much more to me because I did it in a traditional manner. I did not take any shortcuts. My young friends, always be open for new ideas, but do not leave the past behind. Just like in karate, everyone wants to do the spinning kicks and the jumping kicks, but do not forget the basics. They will always work. That is why we spend so much time in our karate and practicing the basic techniques. They will make you good, and they will make you strong.
Right here on Fit TV.
Blackhawk, I've been meaning to ask you something. Why do we meditate in the beginning of class?
We use it to balance ourselves, a chance to clear our minds. My people say you should learn to be silent. You will hear the wind talk and teach you the ways of life, if only you listen to the wind. I'd like to take a second and talk about balance. You know, as an American Indian, one of the things we do is we like to get alone and be with nature and just think about who we are, where our life's going, and what we want to do. And when we do that, we're with nature and we see all the creatures. We understand that we're just one small part of creation. Again, I'd like to thank you for Blackhawk Warriors and for Fit TV, America's #1 fitness resource. Take care. This is Blackhawk saying, aho.
Right here on Fit TV.
But Blackhawk, you put a wrong color bead there. It looks out of place.
It is the custom of Native Americans to put one bead out of place because only the Creator can create something perfect.
Oh, I understand.
Good. Now go put your karate regalia on and we'll learn the way of the hawk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Defense, like I said before, it starts with defense and it ends with defense. What that means really is, when you study karate and the martial arts, you never start a confrontation. So all my kids at home, all my adults training, it's only used for self-defense. And that's very important that we keep that. That's why people that do the martial arts, you never hear bad reputations about them because they understand it's a defensive art. All right, now what I want to do is I want to show you how to block those moves we just did. We did a jab, straight right, flip kick. I'm going to show you how to block that move. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Francisco to line up, and he's going to throw that 1-2 flip kick, and I'm going to slide away and show you how it's blocked. Okay, back up for a little bit for me. Here we go, strong. 1-2 flip kick, and I want you to hit me. Boom, boom, boom. See how that works? Let's do that again. Again. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, now we're going to do it for you slow motion one time. Throw a slow jab out there. Boom, what I'm to hold that technique. What I've done is that technique to hit me must hit me here. So all I have to do is I want to keep this hammer here and slap it to the side. Now if it goes past me, it can't hit me. And I'm keeping distance between us. Now when I see this right hand coming, boom, it's the same thing. I just want to keep it from hitting me, okay? The next thing is he's going to throw it. I don't know what he's going to throw, but the thing is, when I finish this technique, I'm going to slide away. Now I know he's throwing a flip kick, and he throws a flip kick. Boom, I let the technique go, and then I knock it down. Thank you very much, Francisco. So what I'm doing with that technique is, it's a middle inside block. When it comes in here, I just knock it to the side. I don't care if it's a punch or kick, whatever. If it comes here, I knock it to this side. And if it's a kick coming here, I knock it down right there. So that's all I'm doing is moving those three moves like that. Okay, now let's go and work.
Heart-pumping martial arts workout next on Blackhawk Warriors, right here on Fit TV.
Blackhawk, what is it with the Indians? They always seem to have feathers in everything they do.
That's a good question. There was a wise old Indian. His name was Blackhawk. He once said, "The Indians are like the wings of the air. That is why you notice the hawk knows how to get his prey. The Indian is like that. The hawk will swoop down on his prey. So does the Indian. In his layment, he is like a wild animal. For instance, the owl is sly. So is the Indian. That is why we're always feathered up, because we are relatives to wings of the air. Today, in honor of all my winged brothers, I will teach you the flying back fist." Five, 6, last one coming up, looking good, and 7. Good, relax, Warriors, and line back up for me. I'd like to leave you with a thought about respecting nature. You know, just as Blackhawk said, that the winged creatures are our brothers. All the animals, all the peoples of the world are our relatives. The finned, the feathered, and the furred. And I want you to think about that and have respect for all the animals. We need to respect the earth, protect the water, protect the soil, and make sure that we leave the planet better than we found it so everyone else will have a place to come and enjoy the earth. I want you to do that as a warrior. Until we meet again, I want you to remember that Fit TV is America's #1 fitness resource. This is Blackhawk Warriors. This is Blackhawk saying, aho. You take care. Breathe in. Exhale. Shoot the uki. Shoot the uki. Shoot the arrow to the left. Grab the bow, pull the arrow out of the quiver, string, load, and shoot.
looking to the right. You got the bow in your right hand. Pull the arrow out of the quiver, string, load, and shoot. Now come into your haikodashi and your left leg moves. Cross your hands in front. Boom. And we have learned part of an exercise. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Couple more. For the next videotape, Sensei Clark will be teaching how to do a couple more.
My name is Red Hawk. The tribe that I belong to is called Ane Yongwia. But you may remember me by the name that the Choctaw had given our people. The Choctaw simply called us the Cherokee, the dwellers of the mountain or the mountain people, because that is where we live, high atop of the Appalachian Mountains. And it is a name that has been given to us, a name that has stuck with us throughout these years. I'm a myth keeper, a storyteller, as was my father's and his fathers before him. And through my stories, I teach the little children about respect. Respect for the land and the animals and all living things. And to the older kids, through my stories, I teach them wisdom and courage to help them grow. And to the old ones, to our old ones, I believe we gave them the greatest gift of all. We gave them memories. Memories of a time long ago of great wars and great battles. And stories of great warriors as well. Stories. And stories such as this one. Once, an old man had told me a long time ago that there were 3 young boys riding their horses on the great prairie among the animals that the Sioux called Tatanka, the great buffalo. And one of these young boys' horse had stepped in a gopher hole and thrown him to the ground. Well, the other boys laughed at him because they thought it was funny. Now, the young boy, he got up and he began to wipe the prairie dirt from his clothes. Then all of a sudden, he heard warning cries come from the other 2 boys on the horses. Well, this young boy, he looked around to see where the danger was coming from. And as he turned there, standing in back of him was a young buffalo calf, scraping his hoofs on the ground and waving his small horns in the air. A great battle was about to take place. And soon this young bull, he charged the young boy. The young boy had grabbed a hold of his horns. And for the space of many hours, they fought back and forth. But that bull would push the boy, and in return, the young boy would push the bull. And finally, the young boy's arms grew tired, and he grew weak. He lifted his voice to the great Creator above, and he asked for strength that he may defeat this enemy. And that young boy was given the strength that he needed. And he began to push, and he pushed that bull. And finally, the young bull's legs had given out from under him, and he fell and sat upon the ground. Well, the young bull, knowing he was defeated, he got up and he ran back into the herd from whence he came. And then you could hear the victory cries come from the other 2 boys on the horses. He had won that great and noble battle. When they had returned back to the camp that evening, they rehearsed that story to the chief and the medicine man who was there. And the medicine man, he knew this young boy. He walked over to the young boy and he laid his hands upon his shoulders and he spoke these words. He said, "Because of this thing which you have done, from this day forward until the sun shall shine no more, your name shall be called Sitting Bull, the great Tatanka Yotanka." And he told him that one day you shall be a great and mighty chief among your people. These are the stories which we tell around our campfires. And I hope that by listening to these, you will learn a little bit about our history and a little about our culture. Ichituelo. It is good. Hey, ah, hey, ah, hey, ah, hey. Hey, ah, hey, ah, ho, ah, ho. Hey, ah, hey, ah, hey, ah, hey. Hey, ah, hey, ah, hey, ah, ho.
Thank you. Blackhawk, what's our lesson for today?
Today I will teach you, just as my people consider the drum to be the heartbeat of the earth, I will teach you that footwork is the heartbeat of karate. Today I will teach you about movement and footwork.
Hello, Grandfather. It's good to see you again.
It is good to see you again, my son.
Tell me, Grandfather, what lesson did you bring me here for today?
I have brought you here, Blackhawk, to teach you about perseverance and balance so that you may walk right with the great Creator and Mother Earth.
I understand it's important that we Native Americans remember our stories so that we can teach the other peoples to honor all Mother Earth's creations.
That is good, my son. And do you remember the stories of the totems and what their animal power means?
Yes, Grandfather.
And what does the great bear stand for?
The bear stands for courage, strength, and the power to heal oneself.
And what about the turtle? What does the turtle represent?
The turtle stands for perseverance and self-discipline.
But you must also remember that the turtle walks slow upon Mother Earth, and its 4 legs are firmly planted upon the ground, and its perseverance teaches its balance. And when the turtle is in trouble, it sticks his body into the shell, and there it is protected. It is that perseverance that allows him to understand what balance is.
I will remember, Grandfather, that the turtle also stands for balance.
You have done well to remember the things which I have taught you, Blackhawk. I give to you this sacred eagle feather, so that you may continue to teach those who are willing to listen.
Thank you, Grandfather. I will remember.
Ichituelo. It is good.
Muktokawadi. Good. Class, today's lesson is going to be on the way of the turtle. The turtle uses its 4 legs to walk upon the earth so that it walks in balance. So today's lesson will work on balance. Everybody up. Taiko Dashi.
Here.
About face. To be balanced in the martial arts, we must remember karate starts with defense and ends with defense. What that means is we never start a confrontation, but we always come to the aid of those weaker than ourselves. Let's start on today's lesson on balance. You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Strong side stance. Okay, I'm going to do it once, and then you guys are going to do it with me. The first thing we're going to learn today is the roundhouse kick. You already know your stance. All you have to do is cock your leg, and then you're going to pivot around, and then you're going to throw this leg out, and as you do, this rear foot turns toward as you're throwing. Again, same weapon as before. The ball of the foot, pull the toes back. Again, we're here, I cock, I spin, I throw, and I come back down, and we always do what when we throw a technique? Exhale. Us? Okay, let's do this together. Everybody in strong side stance, no movement. Load, spin, throw. Good. Let's throw it belt tight. Again, load, spin, throw. Good, okay. Now, we sort of got that down a little bit. Let's do it slow motion. Can we do that, guys? Yes, sir. Okay, Warriors, here we go. 1. Good, very good. 2. 3. And 4. Okay, good. Movement. All right, here we go. Full power, full speed. 1. Let's throw it belt height. 2. 3. Looking good. Keep your hands up. Concentrate. Focus on the solar plexus. 4. Looking good. Looking good. That hand up. 5. Excellent. Exhale through that nose. Looking good. That's it, Joel. Keep that hand between you and him. 6. Good, Mary Ellen. 7. Good, Seth. Give him that look of steel. 8. Beautiful, Chris. Nice swing, nice power. 2 more. 9. Beautiful. You guys look good. 10. All right, excellent. Relax, shake it out. Okay, that's the roundhouse kick. That's your new technique for today. Now we're going to quickly review the other techniques and put it together whenever you're ready. Good, excellent, good power, but make sure you breathe through your nose each time. Woo, good, 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 good. Whoa, fast too, Seth. Uh-oh, don't hurt my arm now. Okay, here we go, Chris. Woo, yes, that's good, Chris. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, Mary Ellen. Beautiful. Good. Slow it down just a little bit, guys. Beautiful. Good. All right. Okay, line back up for me. That was really good. You guys look great. Good power. Don't forget what our lesson's about today. We worked on balance. The turtle walks upon the earth with all 4 legs to balance himself out. And we want to remember that in our martial arts and everything we do in life. In the words of the friendly Indians, ho-wa-ho, sawaka. Peace, good luck, and friendship to all. Aho. Position, I want you to go 2 inches down. Watch me one time. I almost touch my chin on the floor, and then I come straight back up. Let's do 10 good ones, Warriors at home. You ready, Warriors? Yes, sir. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, good. Relax, Warriors. Okay, good. Now what I want you to do is leg raises. To do these, I want you to put your hands underneath your butts, legs straight up. Francisco, I want to talk to you about the discipline of honor. Just as the drum is the heartbeat of the earth, and footwork is the heartbeat of karate, honor is the heartbeat of a Blackhawk Warrior's life. An arrow with a crooked shaft will not fly straight, and a warrior without honor will not be respected or trusted. Until next time, take care. This is Blackhawk saying, aho.
On Blackhawk Warriors, right here on Fit TV.
Blackhawk, what kind of dance is that?
Many moons ago, the government outlawed our sacred war dance. But about 1950, some young Indians from Oklahoma started doing the fancy feather dance. No one but our elders had seen the war dance in over 60 years, so only they knew these young Indians from Oklahoma had saved our sacred war dance. Today, in honor of all my Indian friends in Oklahoma, I will teach you a kick that looks like a front kick but turns into a roundhouse kick.
Hokutoku, Wadi Ray. Sensei Ray. Kiyoshi Ray. Good, everybody up. Hakodashi. Salute. Karate is my weapon. I study the way of the hawk on the good road and the way of the Creator. Hello, my name is Blackhawk, and I'm your host for Blackhawk Warriors and Fit TV. Everything we're doing is very simple stuff. Anybody can learn it. All you have to do is want to do it. Let's get started. Okay, first thing I want to do is talk about the hook punch. This is a different variation of the hook punch. You can do all the different techniques many different ways. And what we're going to do with this one, this is basically an arm punch. We're going to step out that lead leg technique, and we're going to throw this left hook. And all you're doing is your hands turn just like that. You're focusing with your knuckles. So you step out, boom, straight at your opponent. Just like that right there. Boom. Let's do it 4 times at home so you get the feel for this. Ready, Warriors? Yes, sir. Warriors at home, ready? Okay, here we go. We're in a strong side stance. Step out, left hook. Again, step out, left hook. Good. Again, step out, left hook. One more time, Warriors. Step out, left hook. Good. Okay, now to do that technique, you got to set it up for something. You can't just throw it alone. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to throw the jab. And remember, the rules of the jab are, as you step out, let this shoulder cover your jaw. Your punch has got a corkscrew motion at the end. You're hitting with your 2 knuckles, and you exhale at the end of it. So it jabs like this. And then we're going to take another step again and throw that left hook like we did a while ago. Let's do it 4 times slow. Ready, Warriors? Yes, sir. Ready, Warriors at home? Step and jab. Step again, and arm punch with the left hook. Again. Step and jab. Step and left hook. Good. 2 more times. Step and jab. Step and left hook. Good. Once more. Step and jab. Step and left hook. Good. Okay, now we want to do that with movement. All I want you to do is keep your feet shoulder width apart. You're light on the balls of your feet, and you're constantly moving. That way, your move's not telegraphed at all. Okay, let's give this a shot. Step and jab, left hook, 7 times of movement. Ready, Warriors? Yes, sir. At home with us. Here we go. 1. Very good. 2. 3. Good. Keep it up, Warriors. Keep your hands up, chins down. 4. Excellent. 5. Very good. 6. Excellent. And 7. Very, very good. Okay, we're going to go to the focus mitts now. Give me a line, Warriors, and we'll do the focus mitts. At home, if you got somebody to work out with, it'll really help you quite a bit. If not, it's okay to do these in the air because it develops your speed. Okay, here we go. We're going to do jab, left hook. Ready? 1. Excellent. Ready, Lisa? No, you're not ready. We're going to throw a jab and then a left hook. Are you ready now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good, you tried to fool me, made me think you were ready. All right, here we go. Very good, Nick. Okay, Ebony, focus in on these gloves. Get that chin down. Here we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, Francisco, here we go. Great power, great power. You ready, Lisa?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Beautiful. Okay, you ready, Nick? Excellent. Okay, Ebony. Here we go. One more time, sweetheart. Boom. Excellent, excellent. Good job. That's good, guys. Line back up. Okay. Next technique we want to talk about is a power hook. It's a lot different than the technique we just did. And basically the difference is when I step out that first move like the jab, when I go, I want to need to basically do like a 3-move combination to set this technique up because you're leaving yourself open because you're throwing so much power. So I throw a jab, a straight right, and now I step to the side and throw a left hook with power. Watch me again. Step and jab. The right follows the same rules. The shoulder covers the jaw. The punch is slightly inclined. Focus with my 2 knuckles. And then I step to the left and throw the left hook. That way there, he's covered up here, and I've stepped an angle so I can try to get his whole jawline. Jab, straight right, left hook. Here we go. Watch me one time. Boom, boom, step to the side, boom. Now let's try it at home. Ready, Warriors? Yes, sir. Ready there at home? Okay, here we go. Step and jab, step and right, step to the left, left hook. It's that pivot where your power comes from. So you're looking for that pivot. That's where your power comes. It's not an arm punch now. It's a power hook, and it's using half your body weight. Here we go again. Jab, straight right, step to the side, left hook. Very good. Again, step and jab, straight right, step to the left, power hook. One more time at home, Warriors. Step and jab, straight right, step to the left, left hook. Very good. Now let's do that with movement. You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Warriors at home, you ready? Let's try it. Movement. 1, 2, step to the left, left hook. Here we go. Hut. Hut. 3. Good. Keep those hands up, chins down. 4. Very good, Lisa. Straighten that jab out a little bit. 5. Good, Nick. Cover a little bit more ground. 6. Good. That's perfect, Ebony. And 7. Good, Francisco. Excellent. Excellent job, guys. Okay. Now what I want to do is go back to the focus mitts and do those 3-move combinations. Jab, straight right, left hook. Guys, let's line up. Again at home, if you can, try to find somebody to work out with you. Find another warrior and work out together. You get better twice as fast. Let's try it again. It's going to be jab, straight right, left hook. Boom, boom. Excellent. Woo, good power. Boom, boom. Excellent. Beautiful. That's great, Nick. Great. Now you get some power, Ebony. Beautiful. Okay, here we go, Francisco. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, Lisa. Excellent. Okay, Nicholas. Beautiful. That is picture perfect. Excellent, excellent. Okay, guys, good job. Line back up in your positions. As you see, we're having fun. We're putting power in what we're doing. Okay. The next thing we want to do is we want to work those hook punches inside. There's like 5 different ranges you can fight from. And what we're talking about here is inside. I'm right on top of the person. I'm about 12 to 14 inches away from his nose. I'm in this position right here. What we're going to do is a left hook to the body, a right hook to the body, a left hook to the head, and a right hook to the head. So it's a 4-move combination. We're right on top of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it with me one time at home. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's do it together for my warriors here. Warriors ready?
Yes, sir.
In close fighting position. Left hook to the body, right hook to the body, left hook to the head, right hook to the head. Again, left hook to the body, right hook to the body, left hook to the head, right hook to the head. One more time. Left, right, left, right. Okay, now there's no movement because we're already in close. So what we're going to do is that 7 times, but we'll keep our cardiovascular moving, so we'll keep our pulse up and do a little bit faster. You guys ready at home? You guys ready here? Okay, 7 good times inside. Fast, 4 combinations. Left, right, left, right. Here we go. In close. Hut. Good. Make sure you're pivoting. That's where the power comes from. Here we go. 2. Good. 3. Good. 4. Beautiful. 5. Good. 6. Feet just a little bit closer. Feet should be shoulder width apart. And 7. Beautiful. Good job, guys. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to go to the Wave Master. I want to do those 4 moves on the Wave Master. Everybody line up on the Wave Master for me. You're going to have to get in close so you can do all 4 of your punches and step in and take your time. At home, do these in the air unless you got a heavy bag or a Wave Master. Whenever you're ready. Good. Make sure you exhale through your nose on each punch. Good. I want both feet squared up when you come up next time, Lisa. That's it. Good. Next time I want those punches to come a little bit higher to the head. Excellent, Nick. Good. Make the punches a little bit lower to that body so we can work them ribs. Beautiful. You got it. Take your time. That's it. You got it. All right. These guys are looking good. I hope you're doing good at home. Good. All right. Excellent. Square it up. Okay, don't spread your legs too far apart because when you do that, you've messed up your balance. And we're going to add a leg kick to this, and you'll take the full impact of that leg. And with the feet shoulder width. Okay, good. Last one. Good. All the way through. One more time. Everybody gets one shot. Beautiful. Last one. Boom. Excellent. Last one. Feet close. You got it, Ebony. All right, good. Line back up for me. All right, now since we're working in close, what I want to do is go to the uppercuts. Now, the uppercuts are meant to go right underneath the chin. Your regular fist, all you're doing is left, right. But watch what I'm doing. The whole key to this, I'm not using my arms as a lot of people think. Watch, my knee is bent, and it's my body weight. So again, instead of me just putting arm power in that technique, what I'm doing is I'm putting at least half my body weight. So I've got 90 pounds of power in that punch because that leg is pushing off. So it's left uppercut, right underneath the chin. Watch me one time. Left, right. All right, this is pretty simple to do, so we'll all do it together. Everybody in close fighting position. Warriors at home, you ready? Warriors here, you ready? Yes, sir. All right, left uppercut, right underneath the chin. Here we go.